put your hands together for Jimmy Nation.
One time I dated this girl and her sister's name was Michelle. One of the first times I ever met Michelle, we get in this big screaming argument. She's all in my face. Turns out this is a bad bitch. And then I see her the next day and she's like, "What's up, dog?" And it was one of the first times that anyone ever showed me how cool it could be to not hold a grudge against someone my whole life. And then ever since then, me and Michelle been real good friends. And then last month, I had to go to her funeral in Florida. So I throw some clothes and a bunch of weed in a bag and I check it at the airport. You know how we could do that now? And then I eat 400 milligrams of edible marijuana and get on this plane. Now, if you don't know what that means, this is an absolute championship-sized mega dose of weed for someone that's walking around in public. My eyelids were fat like Lena Dunham's fupa. And we take off and the pilot's like, "Thanks for flying with us. We're gonna be landing in Tampa in 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I lean my chair back and close my big fat eyelids. And then, boom, like you could feel something hit the plane, like the plane jolted. And I sat up like, "What the fuck?" And I looked out the window. Dude, it was us landing in Tampa. I just time traveled on that weed, man. It was like quantum leap. Scott Bakula of getting fucked up. When I fly, I steal all the throw-up bags. And then for the rest of the day, I have this fantasy in my head of this guy throwing up in his lap. And he's like, "There's no bags." And I used to live in Tampa, so I was like, cool, maybe I'll get to hook up with some of my old friends when I'm there, you know. And when I say hook up, it's not what we were thinking. All right, I was gonna butt fuck them. You guys want to know how proud of myself I was when I made up that joke right there? Remember when Ralphie has to write what he wants for Christmas? He's like, "I want a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass and a stocking this thing which tells time." And out loud to his own paper, this motherfucker goes, "Wow, that's great." That was me with the butt fuck joke. And the next day was the funeral. Dude, I don't know who sucks worse at their job than a fucking mortician. Are they all wasted? All you gotta do is make the motherfucker, just gotta make them look like they did in the picture. I don't see the problem. I killed a deer and I gave it to a taxidermist and he gave it back. That shit looked just like the deer. He didn't need a picture of the deer, nothing. That joke's awesome. So my favorite thing about a funeral is the baseball cards of the people that died, the little cards of them. I was gonna get it signed, but definitely laugh at that joke. She would have thought it was funny. And if you're like, "Bro, that's too soon," I said it at the funeral. So. And when Michelle died, it might have had something to do with drinking. So that night, the family's like, "We're gonna have a celebration of life party for Michelle, but no alcohol." And I was like, "Dude, I'll go and I'll not drink, but if you guys believe in ghosts and I die, and you throw me a party with no alcohol, I'm gonna haunt all of you guys till you kill yourselves. I can barely not drink long enough to do this. And don't bury me in a fucking suit either. I don't wear that shit." And then my dad's like, "What do you want to wear?" And I said, "Celtics jersey, Red Sox jersey, Patriots helmet, Oakley visor, no pants." And my mom said, "You can't wear that." And my sister goes, "Mom's telling you what you can't wear at your own funeral." And I look at my sister right in front of my mom and I'm like, "She's not gonna be here." But I'm gonna really miss Michelle, so if you got a drink in front of you, put it in the air for my motherfucking dog, Michelle Creamer. Give it up for A to C.
Keep it going for Jimmy Nation. And keep it proud of applause for Michelle. Round of applause for Michelle. Leo Mendez, you were on deck.